Welcome to Hood Champion Boxing and Sports. In boxing, you find a way to win or you find a way to lose. So the WBC has updated their rankings. You know, they recently had a conference where all the corruption takes place. And this is where those key decision makers behind the scenes, the secret society, judges, commission, referees, and even the medical doctors, they all go and hang out, talk boxing, and also whatever fights are going to be made, whatever mandatories, title eliminators are going to be made, and they decide on who's going to win and who's going to lose. Now, I'm just joking. I don't want to say that. But anyway, they've updated their ranking stack. All right, so this is the latest as of 8 September. What you have on your screen right here is what's actually still, what hasn't been updated yet out there on the boxing rankings, right? But if you take a look now, let's go back over here. If you take a look, Deontay Wilder is still in the number 1 spot. Anthony Joshua's in the number 2 spot now. Andy Ruiz is gone from the number 2 spot. Andy Ruiz has dropped down to number 5. Now, the uniqueness of this move is Deontay Wilder. This is what I'm telling y'all, boy, y'all better pay attention. Deontay Wilder foot stomped how Andy Ruiz, if he didn't take the fight with Deontay Wilder, that Andy Ruiz would never get an opportunity again for $1 million, $2 million, a big name. He was almost begging Andy Ruiz to just take the fight. Andy Ruiz's father didn't listen. And I truly felt that Deontay Wilder was trying to look out for him. Although I don't know, I'm not going to say I agree with Deontay Wilder's approach. I don't agree with him kind of talking down to Andy Ruiz. But what I picked up out of his message after I took the emotion out of how I felt about his delivery, I felt like Deontay Wilder really had an inside scoop into what was going to happen at this WBC convention and what was going to happen to Andy Ruiz's career. So if you look now, you can see the backlash in the dropping of Andy Ruiz from the number 2 position in the WBC down to number 5. Now, it gets interesting. So Joshua was number 3. Now he's number 2. Okay. Arslanbek Makhmudov. He was number 4. Now he's number 3. Frank Sanchez was number 5. Now Frank Sanchez is number 4. Now, Andy Ruiz has become number 5 now. Okay. So basically, they just took Andy Ruiz, put him where Frank Sanchez was, and just moved everybody up. Now, this is where it gets interesting because Andy Ruiz is now ranked number 5. The number 6 position is Jared Anderson now. The number 6 position before was Dillian White. Now, that means that Andy Ruiz, that's why I heard somebody, I don't know if it was a Top Rank, Jared Anderson, or someone from PBC, but I did hear someone say, or maybe it was just me talking, that a good fight for Jared Anderson will be Andy Ruiz. Now, I think I said that, or somebody said that in the comments. But we talk so much boxing here, man, I be getting my stuff mixed up sometimes. But nonetheless, that's what you can see is going on here. So now with Jared Anderson being at number 6, and Andy Ruiz at number 5, that is a doable fight. But word on the street is Jared Anderson, who's ranked number 6 now, wants to fight the now ranked number 4 Frank Sanchez. So bottom line, people, is Jared Anderson is in a good space because his next fight got to be a big name. I wouldn't be surprised, depending on what's going on with Dillian White, if they try to make that fight. But I see Jared Anderson fighting an Andy Ruiz or Frank Sanchez, and I see Jared Anderson losing. But you just don't know, because Jared Anderson can fight. He hits hard. But I just have a hard time seeing him beating Andy Ruiz, and I have a hard time seeing him beating Frank Sanchez. I'm just going to be honest with you. If there's one positive thing I could say about Jared Anderson, because I'm not trying to hate on him. What I'm saying is I just think Andy Ruiz is proven that Frank Sanchez is just a marvelous boxer, puncher. But Jared Anderson has been more active, and that could be a difference in the fight. But then again, you just don't know. Okay? So after number 6, Jared Anderson, you now have F.A. Ajagba, who's number 7 now. Now, remember, the number 7 over here was Jared Anderson, but remember, they moved Dillian White. So Dillian White was number 6, so Jared Anderson just moved up to the number 6 position. So now F.A. Ajagba bubbled up to the number 7. Now, it's interesting here because after F.A. Ajagba, right? Well, F.A. Ajagba is now ranked number 7. Let me tell you something. F.A. Ajagba was ranked number 14. He bubbled all the way up from 14 to 7 in the WBC ranking. That's crazy. And then at number 8 is Dillian White now. Before was Martin Bakole Olunga. But now it's Dillian White. So Dillian White dropped from the number 6 down to the number 8. But this is what's interesting is every time I used to look at this listing, I used to wonder, who the hell is Martin Bakole Olunga? But glad they dropped his ass off here because I don't know who that dude is. But this is where it gets a little interesting, right? So, number 9, I think I went down a little too far. Number 9 used to be Zan Kazabutski, but it's now Martin Bakole Olunga. So Bakole Olunga dropped down one to the number 9 spot from number 8. And now at number 10 is Joseph Parker. Yeah, well, he was number 10 on the old list, so Joseph Parker stayed in the same position. Now Kazabutski was at number 9, but you can see here Kazabutski dropped all the way down to 16. Okay, so after Joseph Parker comes Flip Hrgovic. So Flip Hrgovic is now ranked number 11. Before he was ranked number 15. So Hrgovic and Ajagba jumped up significantly. Then at number 12 is Daniel Dubois. Over here, at what Daniel Dubois was before, he wasn't even ranked in the WBC. But now he is. So Daniel Dubois just, pops up in the WBC rankings. Then Otto Wallen was number 11, but Otto Wallen dropped down to number 14. And at number 12 was Agit Caballel. So what happened is they threw Daniel Dubois in at number 12, and they just bumped Agit Caballel from 12 down to 13. Then Otto Wallen was 11, but they bumped him down to 14. I don't know why he's not fighting, man. He can fight. I don't know what the hell's going on with him, his career. I think people are scared to fight him because of what he did to Tyson Fury. And when you come down to after number 14, Otto Wallen, you got Bakadir Jakalov. Now, Jokalov was not ranked by the WBC, so he's a new name in their ranking. He wasn't even ranked, so he's making his name now. What you had over here before, at number 13 was Luis Ortiz, number 14 was Efe Jagba, number 15 was Flip Hrgovic. So you take a look at Luis Ortiz. They got him down at number 17 now. Kazabutsky is now 16, so after Kazabutsky is Luis Ortiz. I'm still not sure why Kazabutsky is still hanging around in here after the bull crap he pulled the other day. But Kazabutsky he was ranked number 9, so they dropped him from number 9 all the way down to 16. So they still have him ahead of Luis Ortiz. And then at number 18, they have Fabio Wardley. So Fabio Wardley has made his way into the WBC rankings. Now, that I can't go beyond number 15 as far as letting you know who moved up, who moved down, who dropped out. But we'll go ahead and continue with what the WBC has to give you guys an idea on the names in their ranking. So number 18 is Fabio Wardley. Number 19, Derek Chisora, which I don't have an issue with Derek Chisora being at number 19. Let's just see who comes after Derek Chisora. 20 is Justice Hooney. 21 is Carlos Takam. 22, Jermaine Franklin. I think that's a foul. I think Jermaine Franklin should be ahead of Derek Chisora and Fabio Wardley. But it is what it is. Then Simon Keane at 23, Charles Martin at 24. I'm not so sure I agree with Charles Martin being ranked at number 24 either, but it is what it is. 25 is Tony Yuka. 26, Morad Aliev. Not sure who the hell that is. 27 is Alexander Zakhazi. Number 28 is Frazier Clark. 29 is Joseph Goodall. 30 is Joe Cusimano. 31, Robert Hellenius. Damn! This is the secret society at work, people. How the hell Robert Hellenius go? Shit, was he ranked over here? Let me see something, man. Damn, boy, they just did Hellenius dirty, didn't they? Anyway, damn, he was in the WBC ranking. They dropped him from there a while ago, but damn, I just can't believe they got Robert Hellenius all the way down at number 31. That's crazy. Anyway, number 32 is Ivan Pacheco. 33 is Jonathan Goudry. 34 is Linaire Perro. That dude ain't, them dudes, they're not fighting at all. 35 is Jose Larduet. 36 is Jerry Forrest. 37 is Kakper Mena. 38, Jack Malawi. 39 is Brandon Moore. 40 is Dempsey McKean. They did Dempsey McKean dirty too. How can you come and just drop Dempsey McKean all the way down? That's crazy. But you know what's interesting about this, right? Is just goes to show you. Now the screen you're looking at now is these are what the rankings were before the update. That third column that has Deontay Wilder at the top, that's the WBC column. But when you look at this right here, the updated rankings, and you see like Derek Chisora dropping down to where he is, Andy Ruiz getting pushed down the way they did, Robert Hellenius getting put all the way at like number 31, how Dillian White gets bumped down, but not too bad, but he's still hanging in there. Dillian White and Derek Chisora should be around the same in my opinion, but it is what it is. This just lets you know when a promoter wants his fighter ranked and they want to grease palms, then their fighter gets ranked. This ranking stack you see here, you're not going to agree with it, just like I don't agree with it. Because we look at it and we say, you know what? Which fighter actually deserves to be in that ranking stack? But that's not how this works. The fighters who deserve to be in that ranking stack are the fighters whose promoter or people or representatives pay the most money to have their fighters put in these positions so they can get big fights and go on to make good money. Now, if you're saying, man, how do you know that happens in boxing? I'll just tell you. Just go out there and Google that crap on the internet. Go out there and Google, the WBC corruption, Don King lawsuit, Bob Arum lawsuit, corruption, bribery, and you see the stuff that comes up. There's all kind of articles on it. How do you think I got spun up on this, man? I was out here, doing my research like I'm supposed to comprise these videos, and I was reading different articles and stuff from like 10 years ago and back when Don King was in his prime and Bob Arum were in their prime, and how they were out here paying the damn sanctioning bodies money to have their people ranked so the guys get ranked up high. Now they're fighting for titles. I was like, what the hell? And all this investigations and lawsuits, and I'm like, damn. And Bob Arum paying money and Don King paying money, so they all are corrupt, man. Hang around so long in the business like this because your nose is clean. I don't care what nobody said. When I look at that number one, Deontay Wilder, out of all these guys, right? Let's see. Out of all the heavyweights, Tyson Fury is the big dog. Okay, I still don't understand why Usyk can't be ranked, although he has titles in 3 other divisions. But, I mean, it is what it is. But Wilder, number one, although he hasn't fought in a year. Joshua's been fighting. Why not put Joshua above Deontay Wilder? And I'm a Deontay Wilder fan, but I just got to be honest. Put Joshua above Deontay Wilder. He's out here fighting and staying active, right? Arslanbek Makhmudov, I'm telling y'all better watch out for this Arslanbek Makhmudov. He's going to mess around and knock somebody out. He is not somebody these guys want to mess around with. Makhmudov is vicious. Frank Sanchez, he's not fighting really. I don't know why he's at number 4. Andy Ruiz ain't fighting. I don't know why he's at number 5. Jared Anderson is getting busy. Bubble him up. You know what I'm saying? He, in my opinion, should be above Deontay Wilder and Andy Ruiz, in my opinion. And Frank Sanchez. It really should be Anthony Joshua. Based on this list right here, just these names, because Zhang ain't on here, Joe Joyce not on here. That just doesn't make any damn sense. But just looking at these names, I would say Anthony Joshua. He's done the most and he's active. Just the top 10. I'm just looking at the top 10. Okay. So let me make this a little bigger so y'all can see it a little better, man. Okay. So I'd have AJ at number 10. Joseph Parker, okay. All right, so I'd have AJ. Then I'd probably have Jared Anderson, maybe Deontay Wilder. AJ, Jared Anderson, Deontay Wilder. I would say Andy Ruiz. Maybe Frank Sanchez. They ain't really fighting though. But maybe Makhmudov and F.A. Jagba. Then Frank Sanchez. And then after that, I don't know, it's a toss-up. But I definitely wouldn't have I wouldn't have Deontay Wilder over AJ, and I wouldn't have Jared Anderson at number 6. I would bubble Jared Anderson up probably to like number 2 or 3 because he's out here putting in work. But anyway, that's my 2 cents. Andy Ruiz is about to fall off, people. If Andy Ruiz doesn't fight, he is going to fall off the face of the planet. And he's becoming nothing but a gatekeeper. $250,000 paydays, it ain't no joke. Deontay Wilder wasn't lying. Andy Ruiz dropped the ball. If he got any sense, he'll make that fight with Wilder and just roll the dice on himself because he has a good chance on beating Wilder. He really does. Wilder goes straight back and just stretches out those long arms. That's his defense. Andy Ruiz can close that distance real quick. He has super fast hands and he can crack. Deontay Wilder beating him, that ain't. Y'all better understand. I got to favor Deontay Wilder in that, but if you a true boxing fan, you know that is not an easy fight for Deontay Wilder as much as he talks about it. Because if he hits Andy Ruiz and Andy Ruiz doesn't go anywhere, Deontay Wilder could go down faster than a plate of Alabama barbecue. Anyway, y'all keep cool. Shout out to the veterans, all 7 continents, in the breeze.